Hello everybody, hope you're doing fantastically well. It's your second video of the day. Go over to Patreon for some bonus content and tune in to One Leeds every single day when we're providing brand new videos. Today we're going to be speaking a little bit more of the video that I'm used to doing and more of the video that I enjoy doing, which is just my opinion on certain individuals, certain managers, certain players. And yeah, I want to give you guys my opinion today on Patrick Bamford and why he should leave Leeds United this summer. So I'll be fascinated to hear what you guys have to say about this. And I want to start off straight away at the fan opinion and reaction to Patrick Bamford in general at Leeds. It's been nothing short of fantastic. The chants when he's been down in the dumps, which has been frequent. The raw when he's come back from injury, the, in my opinion, overwhelming support in the ground, and even realistically on Twitter, 60 to 70% of the time for the striker, I think has been nothing short of incredible. And I think the bond that Bamford's had with the Leeds fans overall has been very, very good. And I think the great thing about Leeds United fans is the chance after chance after chance after chance that we as fans give certain individuals. Now, I'm quite an intolerant and impatient Leeds United fan, and I can recognise that about myself. But when you look at the droves of Leeds United fans who just support him, whatever the weather, rain or shine, even if he's scoring 4 goals a season, even if he's scoring 17 goals a season, you know, it doesn't matter whatever he's doing, as long as he's putting on the white shirt and putting the effort in, which you always know Patrick Bamford will do, the Leeds United faithful will be behind him. And that's a massive credit to him for reacting well to the fans, but also to the fans for giving him a platform to have, you know, one of the best seasons we've seen from a striker in Leeds United's recent history. So for me, when we look at the recent history, and this isn't to downplay Patrick Bamford whatsoever in the season that he scored 17 goals for Leeds, but I think it was a little bit of an anomaly, and let me tell you why. I think the lack of fans within the ground played a massive part that season. And, you know, there maybe is an argument from some Leeds fans that it played a part in where Leeds finished that season. You know, a real lack of pressure, a lack of intensity from the opposition fan base. And I don't believe that as much, but I do think it impacted certain players very, very positively. Players who maybe are influenced heavily by the crowd. And I mentioned in the first part of the video how positively Patrick Bamford was influenced by the Leeds United fans, but maybe in negative bouts when he's not been as confident, when his self-esteem hasn't been as high, maybe that's affected him in the reverse way. And I think without any crowds there is a little bit of a lesser expectation. And I think that really aided Patrick Bamford in that first season. 17 goals was unbelievable. And some of the finishes, you know, Villa stands out. What a hat-trick that was. And you do wonder, would that happen with full crowds there week in, week out, especially with Bamford's mentality, which we know can massively fluctuate from positive to negative. He's a confidence player, and I think that season in particular is best for Leeds United, and a real anomaly though. Not give him credit, 'cause it was fantastic, but it'd have been interesting to see him there with crowds. And I think maybe since then we've seen a real reduction in his productivity in the offensive third, even when he has been fit, and maybe there's a little bit of a correlation there. And I'll pull it on screen now, guys. You look at and when I talk about the reduction in productivity in the offensive third, I'll pull it on screen now, but when you're looking at his output in that season where it was behind closed doors, 38 games, 17 goals and 8 assists. We do forget about the 8 assists in 3,000 odd minutes, and that is just, it's staggering numbers when you look at goal contribution over those 38 games. And then you look at the next season, he barely played for Leeds United, which we're going to come on to. But, you know, you do look at those goal contributions and you think, okay, 9 games, and this is the Leeds fan thing that we all do. It's, you know, it's that sentiment to Patrick Bamford. It's 4 goal contributions in 9. It's not horrendous. But then you look at this season, the season gone, 28 games, 4 goals and 2 assists. And once again, it's that not in the squad, not available, and even when available, you know, he barely missed really a lot of Premier League games there, and he's just not contributing enough. And this is problematic because we can talk about dependability and reliability, which we'll get onto in a little bit. But when he's actually on the pitch, he's not affecting games as much. And I think that is a big problem, and it's been a huge downturn in his Leeds United career over the past couple of years. And as well, everybody, something that we need to touch on is the amount of big chances that Patrick Bamford does miss for Leeds United. And once again, this isn't a tirade on the striker, of course it's not. But just in my opinion, it is time to move on. I think that Leeds United, and we're going to conclude this in just a little bit, but can maybe get more for the money. There's a couple of strikers out there at this moment in time who Leeds are linked to who are better, in my opinion, than Patrick Bamford. And for me, he's always struggled with big chances. I mean, if you can see the stat here from LUFC data, which I'll flash on screen, this is the season that we got promoted when he scored 16 goals. But the amount of chances that he had and missed, Leeds had missed by February the 3rd, 2020. Leeds had missed 53 big chances. Bamford had missed 36% of those, and he'd also missed more big chances than any other Championship player this season, 19. That was in the promotion season. Now, we went up, and as you'll see on screen now as well, he was excellent that season, 17 goals, but he still missed 21 big chances, more than any other player in the Premier League. And as you can see here as well, for this season, when he's played even more regularly, he's missed, and it's been more notable this season because there have been huge chances that Bamford has missed. Obviously, the penalty against Arsenal being huge, the chance against Leicester being monumental. He's still in the top 10 of big chances missed. And when you're Leeds United striker and you're struggling to score goals, and the pressure is on you to put those chances away, you've just simply got to do it. And the excuse constantly of, oh, well, he can hold the ball up well and link other players into the game. That's all well and good, but other players can do that and they can score goals as well. And that's my big issue with Patrick Bamford at this stage of his career. But to conclude, everybody, do I think Patrick Bamford should move on? I do. I think this is the end of his time at Ellen Road. I think Daniel Farke will actually look to move him on. I think when you look at maybe the profile of striker that Farke will want, he'll need someone a little bit mobile across that front four. Joel Perreault is definitely more mobile. There's an argument Sam Surridge is more mobile than Patrick Bamford when it comes to playing across that front line. I do thoroughly believe that there are strikers out there at this moment in time that can link the midfield to the attack and also score more goals and get more assists. Dependability and reliability is huge in football, and Patrick Bamford simply isn't scoring enough goals, isn't getting enough assists, isn't getting any younger, and simply isn't dependable or reliable. So I'm interested to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think Leeds should keep hold of Patrick Bamford? I think we need a fresh start, fresh impetus up front, and with the likes of Perkins, Joseph, Gelhardt, all of these players, Rodrigo potentially who's sticking around. I think Patrick Bamford is one of those that Leeds can let go and potentially let go for a fee as well. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, let us know in the comment section below, and I'll catch you again tomorrow. Cheers.